Totally fire. The whole thing. Is it hot? It's so good. Okay, ready? Okay, do you guys see the difference in me wearing the robe versus them? Yep, not them modeling, but it's a good size for them.
Wonderful.
Y'all are in the background of my video. Talking like that. It's okay, it's natural. We always talk like this.
Yeah.
It's a powder instead of like paste.
Right?
It's not as red as I want it to be.
Was it because liquid?
Maybe.
I can't believe you eat it like that. It's so hard for me to eat. I have to put cheese and stuff on it. Ooh, show them your noodles. Wow. She got the regular spicy noodles. And I have this jajangmyeon. Not the music in the background. Wanna try? It's not spicy.
You want to try my too?
Oh, I already know how it tastes. Too spicy for me. It's mixed. Yeah. 'Cause I like black bean noodles.
Day 2.
They're being eaten. That's by the airport. That's where we were. That's an hour away.
Yeah.
So good. All my veggies.
Not too spicy, so I didn't like it.
And they got the special fish cakes.
Those are snacks like the ones that you bought.
Or that's eating. No, no. She's so full from what? There's nothing to be full from.
I'm not full.
I'm not full either. So I'm here to sample all day.
Right?
long.
This is why we're here. This is a market.
Today's cheers.
Oh!
That's healthy.
That's hard. I can't do it. It's really hard in there. Thank you.
Careful. You guys are gonna die.
I knew there was something
Oh, here,
there.
there's here. Be careful.
Oh my god, we're blind. We're so dumb.
Were you chewing on me?
Yeah, I was like, there's something hard in there. Yes, teamwork. Let me help you too.
Eat that right there.
Wonderful. Who's eating the tail? You? Okay. It's so cool. What I came here for. Seriously.
Ew, I'm not even posting this.
But there's no brown sugar yet.
Let me try to buy it.
You gotta eat that quickly because it's already
Okay,
melted.
okay, eat it.
Hi.
It hurt. It hurt. It's cold. It hurt.
That's the point. This is so good. Breathe.
근데 I love the article on the
It's porcelain.
A fun imagination inspired by daily life that you might. That's how I speak English. So boom, boom. Happy, but I had to. Girl.
Oh, the cat is going away.
She said fight or flight mode.
Sorry, go ahead. So cute.
That's a cute picture to take.
You're a princess. Honestly.
You ready?
Yes. Oh, cute. I didn't need that greeting. Please. Oh. You are a little scary looking. Oh, it's the parrot.
Oh my gosh, I gotta bend down for this one. Frick. No, this one.
Oh my gosh. This is a haunted house. Oh my.
Oh, scary.
It is a little scary. Whoa.
This is a very interesting cafe.
Very. This is not normal.
Not at all. I'm trying to take a video of this.
Oh wow. Oh, oh. It's a threat. You got it. Oh,
Oh my god.
this is oh. Jumanji looking. Oh, cute. This is actually really cute. Wow, it's like a dream. Oh, right. Why are there always scary people on the corners? Seriously, I did not need you right there. Well, the rest is dreamlike.
That's real.
I am grateful you're alive.
I'm grateful that I'm alive in life.
Yes, I agree. Iconic.
If you ever come to Korea, come here.
Seriously. We're finally leaving the village after our time in the cafe.
2 hours later.
You should do a TikTok. No, it's a video. It's gonna touch what I want to do. Look, take off your clothes.
Yeah.
Not that one.
You want to wear it?
You're gonna wear it in there?
Let me be.
And you're gonna wear your jeans too? Okay. Kidding me too much. Wow, the different type of wedges here. What is this? Wedgie.
This is ganbun, yangnam. That's a Korean spice style. Regular.
It's hot. That's sitting next to me.
Sweet. Huh? Oh, sweet.
Can't see it.
Mini pork ketchup. What do you find the most? This is a soppy one?
Day 3. Several song-filled hours later.
Wow. Lucky coin divination.
One hour later.
She's just having fun.
It's too cold for my liking. May I something? This room is hot too, but it's
This is the Roman room.
Eliminating body waste.
Is this mine?
Yes.
It's that.
Sweet rice. Okay, you want me to break this on your head?
No. Oh, she's already eating. No. These were the Mo eggs.
It doesn't hit the same as Mo eggs.
What happened? Like, give me 3, 4, and then.
No rice.
Me too.
Hey, it looks normal. How was your first concert?
That's great.
Everything.
I laughed a lot.
So much.
I laughed so much today. With my shoe issue and it's a lot.
The other one was 10 degrees higher. Our last run in the ginger bong. Ooh, it is hot.
Day 4.
Is it spicy?
A little bit. I think that's spicy one. Want to switch?
You're fine. Too spicy? Look at this map.
So we came to this small town. Garden Sarah.
A big garden. Fancy garden. Woo! Yeonfi Moon Gates. This is Iggy Azalea's garden, but she's not in season, as you can see. There's no flowers blooming right now.
Hey, Sarah. Look back at it. Yeah.
Trail of hardship. Avoid.
That's real?
They're adorable. I don't know what they are.
Oh, these are real. No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. Wait, actually, why is this stem like that? Is this fake? 착하다. 사람은 마음도 착하다.
I wish I had the grid. I look like it's. Wow, that's a lot of.
The next morning.